Hello and welcome to Lord Brinko, Channel of Love. Today, something completely different from beer. It is different, isn't it?
It's pretty different.
And to be honest, I think we need to make this clear out. Before we start, we're probably not the right people to be reviewing this product.
I feel like their intended audience is not 40-year-old fathers.
No,
No.
I'm pretty sure it's not. So, I got a message on Instagram, and the message was, do you have a tap room? Which we do. And would you like some wines to try? And I said, yeah, why not? I'll do a review if you like. And they were like, that'd be really nice. Thank you. So, yeah, I thought, yeah, why not?
We do like wine.
We do like wine. And that's what it is. It's wine. Did I not say what it was? I did say what it was.
No, I think
Very
you
nice.
did. Yeah.
It's called Nice. I'm really sorry if I murdered that, but it's called Nice. It's called Nice, and you can't really tell. We've made it very pink in here to make. I think this is bright pink. It's quite. I think it's a nice little package. So, and inside we have. Are you ready? No, are they ready? I don't know.
Have you done unboxing videos before?
Yeah.
Have you? It's because it's a very YouTube thing to do.
Are you ready?
Unboxing.
Oh, I didn't put the cans in straight.
It's pretty straight.
But it's quite cool looking. I like the packaging.
Wine in a can.
It's a thing.
Thing now.
So there you go. If you have not watched our videos before, I feel like sometimes we provide a service, and the service is that wine is a thing. So in a can. So
I was genuinely astounded by this, which is probably another reason why we shouldn't be reviewing it. Because I'm sure there's many young, trendy, it seems predominantly females, that will be like, what do you mean you didn't get this? This is the thing.
I feel alright because this mailbag has a man on it.
There we go.
I feel like it's not completely aimed at women.
Well, no, but we were looking at the website, having a look, weren't we? And
Yeah.
And I don't think it's, I don't know if they would, I don't think they disagree that everything on there is just, it's kind of just aimed at classy young women.
Yeah, I think so. So it's this one's a pale rosé, sorry, 12%. Gosh, I murdered that already. I'm really sorry. Nice will never send me anything again.
That's a pale rose, and this is this is a Blanc. No.
So who needs any mention? You got friends like Al. It's destroying me. Dry, French, and vegan. This is just French wine. Wine in a can is now a thing. So good, we put a ring on it. I murdered that, didn't I?
You did. That was like Beyonce.
And,
If she was dead, she'd be turning in a grave.
Yeah, al fresco with friends, at home with your fridge, dancing on a table. We're here for it all in a can, which is nice. I like that. That's like Sean. If you say it in a certain way, it's a bit like how Sean Locke says stuff, you know. And he goes, which is nice.
Bill Bailey does something similar.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then this one is a Sauvignon Blanc. See, it's got a lady there. Do you think she's on the table, judging by what the other can said?
She could be.
She could be, couldn't she?
Could be. I'm feeling more linked to these cans as I, in my past, was quite at home dancing on a table.
It's true. I could never find a table strong enough to hold me weight.
What is this thing? What's it made of?
What is it? I can't dance on this until I know it can hold 300 tons. Dry, French, and vegan. So what was the other one again? That's dry, French, and vegan. But they're both, two of them are dry, French, and vegan. What? Yeah, it's the same thing. No, it's exactly the same thing that it says on it. Okay.
All right, so they're whole. What? But there's two different wines.
Yeah.
Oh, but there is a rosé and then a Sauvignon Blanc. So.
Oh no, it is different. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Picnic for one, travelling in style, best party ever. We're here for it all in a can because we're nice like that.
I thought you just really nailed that.
No, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm really good at reading stuff out, just so you know.
You took a paragraph and you made it sound like bullet points. I mean, that's a skill. That's a genuine gift.
Malbec. This one's
Is it dry and French and vegan?
It's smooth.
Oh,
it's Argentinian.
Ooh.
And it's vegan.
Nice.
Wine in a can is a thing. Now,
can you have non-vegan wine?
I don't know.
There was no what?
I don't know if they put tannins in it. I guess.
Could there be like some kind of animal-based product that goes into?
I don't know the wine process. I know in beer you can put finings in, which
It's fish, isn't it?
which is it's fish based. So we don't use finings in our beer.
So all our beer is vegan.
Yeah, the only finings we do use are vegan finings. Nights out, nights in, on your dates or with your mates, we've got you covered in a can. How nice!
Boom.
Bullet pointed. So which one shall we try first?
Rosé.
We're gonna go for the. It's not just rosé; it's pale rosé.
Pale rosé. So yes.
She looks like she's got something in her eye.
That's her response to your reading of the back of the can.
Yeah, probably. Poor girl.
I would have gone for the red first, but your wife put it in the fridge, so we need it to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, it is quite warm in here. Apart from that, my kids left the door open.
Nice.
Heated on, so it's all good. Right, a glass each. So, as professional wine tasters, we've got some.
No, you might think that we have a list of words relating to wine tasting, but I want to assure you that no, we do know what we're talking about. And if it seems that we look to the right or your left every time we think of a word, that's just pure coincidence.
Can't tell if I can smell the glass. Let me just. Oh, it smells nice.
This smells quite acidic-y. Got
Bit-
a bit of bite to it.
I'm getting grapes. I'm getting grapes from it.
This is not laughing at the product, by the way.
The
This
product.
is purely on
I
us.
like the idea of wine in a can.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is-
it's genuine genius.
It feels.
Why not?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, it feels like it's aimed at young people that want to go to festivals. It's got that kind of.
Yeah, it's got
feel,
that
hasn't
fun vibe to it,
Yeah.
not it? It's like a bit more edgy and a bit fun. Right, I can't really tell you what it tastes. It just smells like what I would. I got like there's a bit of some sort of woodiness in it, and it smells. It smells like it's going to be dry. You're right there. He can't smell anything. It's got polyps, so get out like that.
heady scent of
Right, I'm
polyps.
gonna give it a go.
No, I thought it was quite acidic-y. The smell. It was like a hint of acid.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that. Well, yeah, it smells. Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
But it doesn't smell. It smells nice because that makes it smell like it's horrible. But I don't think it does. We're looking at words on the other screen.
Well, we're not. By acidity, I mean the essential natural component which gives wine freshness and zing and prevents it from cloying. Is what I meant.
That is exactly.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. Mmm.
Well, if dry
Ooh.
as a definition is having no obvious sweetness, then you wouldn't say that was dry because it has got a sweetness to it, hasn't it? It's quite
definitely
sweet.
it's quite sweet. It has got problem is to compare it to a beer that finishes dry. It's actually quite. I think it's quite juicy at the end.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah.
I like that. You chose that word all on your own.
Mm. I think the word blousy.
What, exaggeratedly fruity and lacking bite?
Yeah, because it's fruity, but I don't mean that in a negative way.
No, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think
it's fruity, but it doesn't have that. You know, like cheap rosé has got that, where it's just a bit rough and a bit tart at the end, and can be a bit like overly sweet. Well, that's quite good. I drink that.
Yeah, no, I agree. It doesn't have that awful cheap feeling bite to it, does it? It feels nice. I mean, it's not my cup of tea per se, but if someone gave me a glass of this, I'd quite happily quaff it.
Not bad. It's definitely quaffable. It goes down way easy.
What's the percentage?
It is.
Not that it matters.
The percentage is 12%.
So it's a decent strength.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to tell that. It tastes really.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But it's got a decent depth of flavour to it, hasn't it?
It has. Mine's pretty much gone.
Yeah, it's not like you're drinking juice
or
pop. Like it's still got that snap. It's still got a bit of a kick, and they've got that sense of dryness to it.
I think they've designed it so it definitely is non-offensive. Got a bit about it, and it's very easy drinking.
I concur.
There you go. So what do we give that out of 10? For our first.
Well, hang on.
Hang on a minute.
We need context.
Right. Okay. So
what's the context?
the context?
I think the context. I've asked you a question and I've tried to answer it. Which
Sure.
is very frustrating.
You asked me a question,
and then I tried to answer the question I'd asked you.
Okay.
We believe that the concept behind this wine is summer festival season. You're young, you want to go and have fun. You're just gonna be silly and be with your mates. So I think we have to grade it under that context. So we have to imagine that we're young.
Gosh, that was a long time ago.
Let's imagine it's the mid-noughties, and we're young, and it's summer, and then that's the context of it, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it fits the bill pretty good. For that, I would put it up there. I mean, wouldn't be my first choice of drink. As you can tell, I have a brewery. It's probably going to be beer. But if I was offered that, I wouldn't find that offensive. I'd be like, I'd give that to. Oh gosh, that sounds like I keep a pet. I'd give that to my wife. I mean, I don't mean like, gosh, I sound like I keep her as a pet. But you know, like, I wouldn't go, oh, that's horrible, cheap.
Gosh, no, I'd give it.
It's all right.
It's definitely well above 5.
I think we might just have to try a little bit more.
It's well above. I don't know, maybe 7.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. That kind of vibe is pretty good.
It's tricky because I'm a red wine drinker. I don't really drink wine. I've never drunk rosé. But I see what they're saying about being pale. I mean, these lights won't help, but there's barely a tint of colour to it, is there?
No, it's really fair. Well, I like it. That's all right. There you go.
So there you go. All our beer drinking viewers. There you go. There's a wine.
Yeah.
If you decide you want to mix things up.
Fresh glass, old boy.
Thank you, my friend. You like something that's kind of fruity and blousy with a bit of dryness and depth of flavour, and you want to feel like a pretty young thing enjoying a festival in summer.
Okay, they've definitely warmed up. Malbec.
But we don't want the white one.
Which one would you like?
Let's get the white done before it gives the red time to get warmer,
Yeah.
and the white doesn't get any warmer.
Okay. Shall I sit on this one?
No.
Like an egg. I'll be like a penguin.
Oh, I don't think penguin.
Right, okay. So, got a good little bit of carbonation there. Bit of psh. I will say that other one didn't taste fizzy.
No.
It didn't, did it? And I think part of me thought it was going to be fizzy. This has got a bit more when you open it.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it. I'm thinking about that when we went to Yorkshire. Great Yorkshire Show.
Yes.
And we were watching the horse racing in the pavilion.
Yeah.
Like you'd easily have that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was nice.
Oh.
This one's got seems a bit more bubbly.
The glass is a little.
Smells very clean.
The glass is not perfectly clean, so.
It smells very clean.
Oh, it does, yeah.
It smells very clean. Oh, it's a bit more tart.
Yeah, it smells tart. It's got an earthy smell to it. Trying to look for a word there.
I don't know. It's a fascinating one for a company because I'm assuming
it smells good.
That this wine isn't Nice's wine. Like they don't have vineyards. They're almost like a middle company that's taking other people's wine and then marketing it. Do you know what I mean?
That's way too good to be in a can. tell you that much.
Herbaceous.
Yeah, a little bit. Island drinks. And it's a French wine. I had a lot of French wine when I went to France. Because that would have been odd having German wine in there.
I liked a nice Bordeaux when I was out there.
I think this one, yet again, not offensive.
But I preferred the pale rosé.
Yeah,
I think this one is that tartness is a bit more tart.
Yeah, but I don't think that. And my palate. I hate sour tart things. I don't mind that too much. I think that's all right.
Yeah, well, I don't mean it.
Do you know what I do?
In the sense that I don't like it, but I think it.
I think the other one's more fun.
It's very acidic. It's very acidic. I feel like reaching for Gaviscon.
It's got like a very. It's got a much more woody taste to this one.
Yeah, I go with that. Also, you know, I don't drink white wine, so probably the worst person to be reviewing white wine because I don't drink it because I don't really like it.
I quite like white wine. I don't mind it.
So you're far, but you're the one that should listen to on this.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think I would guess that what they've tried to do here is create a non-offensive wine. So there's a lot of depth of flavour there. It tastes, it's good. You know, like I wouldn't go, God, that's cheap, nasty wine. That's all right. It's not overly like they've put like overly sweet, or it is a little bit sweet. It's got a tart sweetness going on. It's not like a Chinese like sweet and sour chicken balls. I just like to put that out there.
Well, that's a fair point. Maybe that's what they should put on their can. It's not, you know,
sweet and sour chicken balls. It's not. What we can say about this one is it's not sweet and sour chicken balls.
It's pretty tart, but it's not that tart.
I honestly don't know where you're getting the tart from. I'm not getting that at all.
Really?
No, ever so slightly. I get like a very...
When it goes down the side of your tongue.
Yeah.
It's tart. It's like
no, I don't get
unripe fruit.
No, I don't get that.
Well, there you go.
See, that's why everyone's different. So...
Oh, yeah. I felt really tart, yeah. But I like unripe fruit. I genuinely do. But yeah, it's not my thing. But I have no, like I say, I have no context with which to judge it.
No, it's true. Well, I've got some competition over here. So I would say this fellow here, or lady,
fellow S, or undisclosed,
is I think if you were wanting the same thing, festival, all that kind of stuff, in the back garden, want to be a bit cheeky with your mates, I've got some cans of wine in there with the beer. Not bad. It's all right. I would give that. I don't think it's as good as the rosé.
The rosé was infinitely quaffable. Wasn't it?
I'd give this one only 1 point less. I'd go with a 6 out of 10. What about you?
Oh yeah, I definitely say a 6 because if someone gave me, I could drink it. I think when it goes 5 or below, you're starting to look at stuff that you're drinking because you have to, or you're looking for the goodness in it. I guess another question would be, which is probably more what they're hoping for, is would you stock it in the tap room?
Don't know. Let me get to the Malbec. See what.
Because I think when I think about the do's that we've had there, I think I can think of many people at those do's that would love these two we've tried.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a novelty thing. I think that's the thing. Right, we're going to go with the Malbec. That's how they say it in Yorkshire. See, another like seriously.
I didn't hear a good shh there.
Yeah, I felt it on my hand. But how they? Well, it's got some. You know, that's a good colour, isn't it? Oh, some table.
Oh.
Right. Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. I'm making a right mess. It's all over my wooden table. Right, this is more your bag. You drink Malbec, don't you?
I do, not a lot of it, but I have done, yeah.
Clean gut, fresh glass.
Also, it does need to be said that
I get peppery notes out of this one. What?
I'm just trying to smell something.
Right, okay, for the smell. It's got some peppery notes to it.
Would you say vanilla-y?
No, I don't get vanilla. I can smell the grape. There's like a nice sort of woody smell to it again. They all had that. Well, that last one definitely had a woody taste.
I can smell the grape. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice. It smells alright. I mean, I don't think any of these kind of people that might be at a festival will go to the efforts that we are as smelling and going for it. And we're not wine sommeliers or anything like that. We don't know what we're doing. We drink beer. But let's give it a go. Are you ready? Ooh, yeah. At the end, got that nice dry on the tongue, you know, where you almost like your tongue and the roof of your mouth dry out.
Yeah.
Got that nice.
It's very. It's definitely inoffensive, but not bland. Don't mean it in a bland way. But I mean like yeah, you could quite happily have a bottle of that, or you could have, you know, if that was the house wine, you would be like, yeah, sweet, that's a nice, decent glass of wine. I wouldn't say, but then they're not pitching it this, so, but I wouldn't say, oh, that is a good red wine. I'd be like, that is representative of a lot of wine that I have drunk over the years. Do you know what I mean? Like middle of the range kind of supermarket wine that's nice, it tastes good, it's got a decent depth of flavour.
Yeah.
It's not flipping just alcoholic fruit juice or just flaccid and bland in your mouth. It's got plenty of flavour.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But it is very, very quaffable. All of these are all very. I must stress this. All of them seem super easy drinking.
Well, what I say is that if our assessment of their target audience and marketing is correct, then I would say my limit. All three of these are perfect because you could just drink them all day. If you like your white wines, if you like your roses, if you like your red, you're not going to sit and go, oh my word, that is the most. You know, it's not like a delicious £12 bottle of deep red Bordeaux, but it's like boom, it's like a house red from a nice pub that you quite happily drink and enjoy, and
Actually, I've had plenty worse than this.
I think this is very similar to what you guys were serving in the tap room, the red wine, the house
I think
red.
we had 4 or 6, didn't we?
It's similar. It's not obviously not the same taste, but it's similar in its inoffensiveness, and the fact that there is decent flavour there.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like Blossom Hill or some of those ones that are really they're just fruity fruit juice, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say in contrast, this as a product compared to your Blossom Hill and your Echo Falls, they're light years apart.
Yeah,
they're nowhere near. They're nowhere. This is more like going to the supermarket, getting a good bottle of wine, but they've repackaged it in a way I think it's really cool. I love your branding. I think it's really cool. I love the fact that you're not frightened to target your
very specific audience.
A very specific audience, which I think is very cool and very brave. And I think you've nailed it 100%. And this one, for me, if I was going to buy any of them for myself or somebody, if I was to pick one at a barbecue or a meal, I'd have that. That's really good. I'd give that a 9 out of 10. I'll go that far to say.
Yeah, if it's based on what we normally drink.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the level of the wine I normally drink. You know, it's that kind of £5-6 a bottle supermarket wine. Nice wine, you know.
It's nice. So what we did though, to compare it, I bought some competitor stuff. So I thought to myself, I've got to compare it to something.
Unfortunately,
the competition sucked, and I think this is where Nice have nailed it.
Yeah, the only competition we've got is a fizzy Pinot Grigio, which is not comparative to them, but we'll look at it in a similar context, I guess. But
well, shall we give it a shot?
Yeah.
So this is the most wanted Pinot Grigio Pink Fizz. Who's this by?
Which we've purchased.
Yeah, I bought this. So this one isn't a freebie. This is by mostwantedwines.com. This is pink, fresh, light, bubbly, strawberries, peach, chilled, and enjoy. I don't feel the can art is anywhere near as cool as the Nice stuff, and this is way off par compared to that one.
I think what Nice, I don't know, because maybe I'm making assumptions here, but I'm imagining. I think what they've done is they've gone, who is the most likely to drink wine from a can?
Oh, good Lord.
Do you know what I mean?
Smell
so
that.
then, rather than try and get
I guarantee you can
a
smell
posh Rioja into a can and try and convince a 45-year-old middle-class CEO to go and buy wine in a can, they've realised, well, who would? And then they've marketed, they've chosen really good wines for that market.
Yeah.
You know, and that price range and those types of people. I think it's very clever.
This smells like 1980.
It smells like lemonade.
I see. To me, this has got that iconic cheap wine smell. No, that is a bit.
It's very difficult because it's a fizz, isn't it? So it's like,
it's not that.
It's pink fizz.
I've just got this weird, like, chemically taste.
Yeah, it tastes manufactured, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, there you go. That's what you got as a comparison. It's flipping. That's nowhere near. Nowhere near. Not even the same league.
No, I would actually. That's been good because I thought maybe we were being a bit unfair. Or not that we were unfair, but maybe the comparison wasn't truly fair. But actually, that's really highlighted for me how well they've nailed it in that sense, because they've it's decent quality wine in all three of those cans, but it's set at the kind of level of the people they're marketing for, and others. You know, like I'd drink that red quite happily.
I'll tell you what we should do. So I picked up a bottle, a mini bottle. Makes my hands look huge. Not Anthony Nixon.
Oh yeah.
This is an Argentinian Malbec.
Which is what theirs was.
Yeah. So I thought we could. That is foul. So I'll tell you what. I'll refresh these glasses. Don't laugh. I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. All right. We're a high-tech organisation here.
I came in the logoing, and he's in his jimmies.
I look cool though.
Oh, well, always. You've got a great big bushy beard.
Maybe sound like what's it called?
David Bellamy. No, it's from Hot Fuzz. Remember in Hot Fuzz?
Oh yeah.
Whereas and Sergeant Popperwell had something you don't.
A
great big bushy beard. Come on. Let me show you around.
Right. So this is another option. See, now I don't think this is. I don't know whether I should say this, but I think glass is more awkward to get rid of at the moment. I don't know about you.
I don't know. Are either of them more environmentally friendly than the other? Like, what are the processes involved in canning?
Well, aluminium is... So the can itself, for those that don't know can tech, because not everybody does. Back in the day, the cans weren't coated, so the aluminium flavour would come out in your beer. Now on the inside, they are coated. So there's no reason for you to taste like any aluminium in your beer. Bottles are more likely to get damaged by light. So green bottles, blue bottles, and white bottles can all let UV light through, which will change the flavour of a wine or anything like that. Browns tend to be better. So if you look at a lot of the bottles, they might be green, but there's a tinge of brown and they're very dark. All glass can be recycled and it's a fairly easy process, but there's not a lot of people that do it. Cans, pretty much every council will take aluminium cans because it has more value.
And I guess because of the drinks industry, the amount of soda and pop that people consume,
and they take up a lot less room after. You can squash this down, and also ultimately, if you put that in the ground, it would just oxidise and disappear. Where this would just, well, you see it now. They'll dig up bottles from hundreds of years ago in the Thames, you know. So, right, let's give this a go. So this is like, I think, can versus bottle now. It's an Argentinian Malbec.
There's some people that still haven't got past screw top versus cork.
Well, no, I know.
Those people, canned wine is definitely not aimed at.
No.
So Tim is one of them.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't.
Zav, he wouldn't have this.
No, Zav.
I've still got that pink foulness in my mouth. I think the canned one was nicer.
That's not great, is it?
I don't think that's very nice at all. It tastes like it's been left open too long.
It does. It's got that weird
vinegary kick to it.
Our survey says now, and this is like, I just did this tonight on the way home and grabbed these beers.
Maybe we should.
These wines.
Maybe we shouldn't show people the comparison wines.
Well, it's too late. We've done it now.
But
we don't want to beat on the competition, but we're just saying, right now. So we rated this is the interesting thing. This is my idea, right? So now we've had the competitions. Would you re-rate your rating of nice?
I still can't do the white because I don't drink white. The rosé I felt I could rate because I actually could drink that.
Yeah. I
could drink that rosé all day long. You know what I mean? It was sat very nicely in the world of Pimm's and lemonade and other things like that. Lovely summer's day. You don't want to drink red wine generally.
Yeah.
Though, you know, I can be persuaded quite easily. But you know that rosé, I go, yeah, all right, I can drink that. White, I can't really say. But the red, I mean, I don't know what their pricing's like, but that is the type of wine I drink. You know, you can. It doesn't require the right kind of meat or the right kind of ambience. It's just a nice ambiance. It's just a nice red wine with a lot of flavour.
Yeah.
That's still quite smooth.
Yeah. Okay. The dishwasher's on in the background in case you didn't know. We are high tech here at Lord Spring Company. So, would you re-rate it though from what you gave it before? Because you gave the Malbec an 8 out of 10, did we?
I actually didn't rate it either.
Did you not?
No, because we just got talking, didn't we?
All right. So what do you reckon now? After having this one, I'll set the scene.
It's so difficult to do.
It is,
because if I'm judging it by that £15 bottle of Bordeaux somebody once bought me.
Oh no, yeah, but
you know what I mean.
It's not a £15 bottle of Bordeaux. No. What you've got is.
So if I base it on that £5 to £7 bottles of wine that are kind of, in my experience, mine as well, most people's kind of go-to in the supermarket who like their wine, but they're not full-on wine connoisseurs.
Yeah.
Then I would say that the red is it's like an 8.
Yeah.
8 or like an 8. Yeah.
Yeah, solid 8. Solid 8. I mean, this one.
I wouldn't drink the rest of it. I'd be concerned something. In fact, I'm almost thinking, has something maybe happened to this bottle? It's really, really vinegary.
I feel like it's been on the shelf for maybe a long time. Just before 2017. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. It's not great, is that at all? I did also get 2 others. but I don't feel that they're necessarily relevant.
No, also,
they're more like, this is what you can buy.
Well, because I drink both of those a lot, and they're well within this kind of price range.
Yeah. These are both.
Well, the Campo, that's normally more like getting on towards £8-9 a bottle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the Cellar of the Devil, that's like your £6-7 bottle of wine.
Yeah. Which they're just cheap and cheerful wines that are all right, aren't they? They're like,
I really like them. Yeah,
they're like, it's probably a bit like us picking up a can of Stella and Foster's and going, "Oh, these two beers that we really like."
I don't know.
In the wine
I don't know
world.
if they're Stella and Foster's.
What, in the wine world? I bet they are. I bet they are.
No. I put them more like your San Miguel's or your Peronis.
Oh, really? You think that much?
Yeah.
But they're still mass produced.
But they're still mass produced.
Yeah.
They're not like craft ale or your high end stuff, but they're like good quality of the mass produced.
So the question is, do I think my customer base would buy those wines?
I think the people that come into the tap room, I can think of. Gosh, I mean, how much gin and prosecco do you sell on weddings and events? And I think that those are the kind of.
But do you think they're ready for it? I mean, there are some people that lose their mind that I don't sell Carling in my brewery tap. The place where I make beer.
I know it's true. I feel like wine in a can is a bit gimmicky.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I think it is.
But if I went to your tap room and you didn't have small bottles of wine, you had small cans of wine, I'd be like, really? And then once I cracked it and tasted it, I'd go, well, all right. It's the same milliliterage. If it was similar price, it doesn't make any difference, does it?
I wonder if you priced it high enough, it would get away from the idea that it might be a cheap product in good packaging. In Australia, canned wine is massive.
Right, yeah, because the other problem you've got, well, it's not a problem, but I imagine a lot of people think of glass as being classy, and wine is classy, and that, you know what I mean? That's why craft beers was always in bottles.
Not anymore.
It's not, but it was. You know, whereas there's that, I don't know if there's that image of, well, cans is for Coca-Cola and Foster's and Carling. You don't even get San Miguel and Peroni, those things in cans, particularly. I mean, you get San Miguel in cans, but they're mostly bottle focused. Like, there's an element of, if it's in a bottle, it's classier.
Yeah. So
you see a can, and you think maybe it's not as classy, but because of the way they've marketed it and the way the cans look, I think it screams what they're aiming at. It is at that.
I guess that age group as well that I think it's aimed at. I'm making big assumptions.
Yeah, but I think it's like that 18 to late 20s, maybe to 30.
Yeah, I think, and it's quite a high class product. I don't think it certainly doesn't look cheap. Like
no. It's not Lambrini.
No, hell no. No, it's completely different from that. I think
it's aimed at your Prosecco drinkers.
Yeah.
I think it's square at that kind of, and I know that's not 18 to just 18 to 30, but I think it's aimed at that fun, let's go out with the girls. Sorry, I don't mean to fall into stereotypes, but you know, that sense of let's go out and be silly and have some fun and drink some Prosecco and have gin. You know, it sits in that thing, doesn't it?
So would I have it in my tap room?
I think you would.
I think I might do, yeah.
Seeing, you know.
I think for our new bar in town, or when we move to another place, this might be a nice product. But it also comes down to price as well, and what this comes in at.
If it's ridiculously more expensive than the bottles,
I don't think it is though.
But if it's pretty much comparable price, bear in mind if they're aiming it at younger people who don't have as much disposable cash, it's definitely not aimed at your middle-aged, middle-class wine drinkers.
Is it though? Like, to me, I feel like it could be.
I don't think it is.
And it's a bit like when we see the Hofmeister beer, and we think, oh, those days when I was young.
The Hofmeister beer?
Yeah. Well, maybe for me
I
then.
don't know what that is.
The Hofmeister beer. Follow the beer. The beer. All right. That was a bad example. What about Hooch?
Well, Hooch wasn't for a discerning middle class.
No, but what I'm saying is,
2020.
does it knock on the door of reminding you of days gone past? Do you think that's maybe what they're trying to do?
Does it play on nostalgia?
Yeah. Do you think it might do?
No.
Really?
No, I really don't, because I think it is. It's.
I think there's a few women I know. Sorry, girls. That would drink this to feel a bit more young and trendy.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's okay. So I see what you're saying. Yes, yeah, I could see. Yeah, I could get that.
Yeah,
it's a bit of fun. It's kind of young. It's cool. I'll give that a
like
go.
Us, young, cool. So there you go.
Younger
I'm really sorry, Nice, that we're like you had no idea who you were sending. Well, actually, no, you probably did because you could see our Instagram and my ugly mug on there and yours. I feel like we weren't the demographic, but I hope we've done you justice.
Well, I feel like we were just trying to be fair. We don't like to slag anybody off. We're not like those kind of people, but try to be fair. Look at it within the context that it is.
Yeah.
I am not going to go and buy wine in a can.
And
that marketing would probably not make sure, but it would add to my determination not to buy it, because everything about that says it's not aimed at me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's.
But they haven't aimed it at me.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and I think it's brilliant. But I think it works really well for the demographic they've aimed it at.
Yeah. I think they've nailed it, and I think that's brave. I think that's a brave move.
Yeah. So much people try to be wishy-washy, don't they? So they can pull everybody in, and so often trying to please everybody means you please nobody.
Yeah. So well done, Nice, for being brave and putting yourself out there, and yeah, give us a shout, and I need some prices, I guess. So if you're watching this video and you've managed to stick around to this time and haven't died of boredom, then please, would you drink beer in a can?
Beer in a can, wine in a can.
Sorry.
Wine. You definitely drink beer in a can.
I'm tired now, and I'm wined. I can feel the wine coming over me. Would you drink wine in a can? Put it in the comments below. Yes, no, reasons why. Did you think it was a cool looking product? Is there another random product that you would like us to, try out? I'm not doing a live one with Manscaped, that's for sure.
With Kiwis.
With Kiwis, yeah. But yeah, so stick it in the comments below, and if you haven't been here before, consider liking and subscribing. We do loads of beer randomness, and it's only going to get busier. We've got loads of stuff on the go. I just thought it was a bit of fun, something different. So, yeah.
And we both fancied some wine. So
and we did.
Spot on.
Winner, chicken dinner, as they say.
Boom.
Boom. So, love you, Lee. I'm going to press this little button here, and we'll be gone.
Bye.